Well, folks, we've seen Pumpkinhead in the 80s, then in the 90s, now he's back in the 2000s. Isn't it odd with some movie sequels where the second movie has nothing to do with the first, yet the third one does? The only other films that I know of that do this is the Gamera trilogy from the 90s. This time, the Demon of Vengeance goes after Bunt Wallace, the other kid from the first movie, and two of his siblings, now all grown up, who work for this shady doc named Doc Frazier, who sells organs on the black market after some locals in the small town find a fuck ton of dead bodies stashed away in a barn. And I'm sorry, what the fuck? You mean to tell me that nobody's caught on with this shit? You would think with this many people missing, you would think that somebody would have done something months ago because some of these dead bodies look decayed as fuck. Anyway, during all this madness, the ghost of Ed Harley, once again played by Lance Henriksen, shows up throughout the movie to scare the shit out of Bunt to try and straighten his ass out. Every actor in this movie does a pretty solid job. Lance Henriksen does good despite how little time he's on screen, but the standouts are, of course, Bunt, played by Douglas Roberts, Molly Sue, played by Tess Panzer, and Doc, played by Doug Bradley, who's honestly the best character in this. He makes the local small town doctor a shady businessman who may come across as an asshole, but at the same time, he's not. You don't feel sorry for him at all, but the way Doug Bradley plays him is honestly really enjoyable. Molly Sue is the most vengeful of the bunch, and Panzer's acting really makes you think if she did grow up in some kick-ass town. The most sympathetic character in this movie is Bunt. He does what the doc tells him to, but you can really tell that he still tries to remain as innocent as he can. And he also gets a redemption arc in this movie. Also, the character of Haggis the Witch is back, played this time by Lynn Verrill, and the makeup for her is really good, and it's easy to see that she and Roberts are fans of the first movie since they play their respective characters very well, like carbon copies of the original actors from the first movie, do really well to continue the story here. When it comes to the Demon of Vengeance himself, he looks better than ever in this movie. This is my fave design of him, but this movie does one thing with him that I admit I'm not a fan of, and that's using CG. I know I prefer CG over practicals, but Pumpkinhead's the only monster that I'll admit he doesn't need it. The CG used in this, though minimal, he moves like one of those animal animatronics you find in theme parks, or some casinos that barely move. My two fave scenes in this movie are, of course, the infamous church scene with the moment where the pastor throws holy water at Pumpkinhead and he just looks at him like, really, bitch, before he backhands his ass into some lit candles, which causes the church to burn to the ground. Then a scene where he follows Doc and one of the Wallaces to a hotel room owned by a meth dealer and fucks some shit up, killing the Wallace sibling and the meth head. Also, I love how Doc dies at the end of this when Pumpkinhead shoves his tail through his chest, killing him xenomorph style. Lastly, Pumpkinhead makes some grizzly bear sounds mixed with his snarls and hisses from the first movie, which work far better than the dinosaur roars he made in 2. Overall, I definitely recommend this one. You can tell the director and the actors are fans of the first movie, and as mentioned, the actors do a solid job and Pumpkinhead looks better than ever here. This movie gets a definite score of 4 out of 5. Alright, you've made it to the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. Please be sure to like, share, and please consider subscribing. Also, come follow me on my Instagram at Megalania2023. And for those of you who like some good old dinosaur art, please come follow me at my DeviantArt at DimensionStore2022. Have a good day, everybody, and I will see you all in the next video.